IFeelsya here once again to show you another small trick that will really help you out early game. These videos were kind of the idea of Zigzag, so all credit and thanks goes to him. This shows you how to get a lock stone so that you don't have to buy one when you get to the forest of the fallen giants. There's the lock stone we want. You'll notice there's an outcropping with a small rock to your left. You basically want to run to the center of it. It's not a jump. Just stand back and start running and run off the edge. It's not hard because it's not a jump and it's not complicated. You just basically run and aim for exactly that area, right beside the rock. Now I'll home bone and do it one more time to show you it's not a fluke. This is not a trick jump that you'll only be able to pull off 2 times out of 10. This is a very simple, very easy way to get a lock stone very early. And it's very consistent. You should be able to do it 8 or 9 times out of 10 instead of missing 8 or 9 times out of 10 and only able to do it once or twice. This time I'll do it with the enemy as if I were in a speed run, which you bait the enemy. You have to be careful because he loves to jump, attack, and ambush. Bait him around, and there goes his big spinny attack around the corner, and you still have plenty of time to set up for your run off the edge. It's not really hard at all. Another small trick that can save quite a bit of time is once you grab the effigy, as you start in the forest of fallen giants, just run and jump. There you can grab the home bone and continue on your way, instead of having to go all the way up and back around. Just a small trick to save you quite a bit of time and headache. This is where you use the lock stone that you picked up. And while you're here, you'll want to go ahead and get the life ring. I'll go ahead and clear this area real quick. But that also was the purpose behind going and doing the Dragon Rider beatdown at the start, was to be able to move the path to get this lock stone pretty effortlessly. You'll want to go beat on the door. They'll hear you knocking and come to investigate. Not all neighbors always open the door, but they do. And after this, I'll home bone back real quick, which normally I don't do. Normally I go straight to the boss fight. And on my videos, you don't see me using a firebomb to break the wall or anything. The main reason why is it's a waste of time for speedruns that I do low memory speedruns instead of high memory speedruns. So I need to go get the key to Majula because I need the blast. I can't constantly buy light. Alright, and for the last part of the video, as you see, my vigor is 25, my dex is 9, which gives me 1,375 hit points using the life ring that we just got out of the chest. Take your gear off because weight affects a drop, and this is how to make the drop in the hole in Majula. which saves you another $1,300 on the cap ring, or later in the game will also save you from hunting down the ladder smith and wasting time with him and 12,000 souls to buy the ladder. As you can see, it's just enough for us to heal and drop again without dying. There's your Ferrous Lockstone back. And this isn't really much of a jump. You just kind of run and run off the edge as we did earlier. Be sure and heal. You really wouldn't want to die at this point. And this puts you at the Saints. To complete the drop, this is a one-shot deal, and it always makes me nervous, especially when I'm under pressure, because it can leave a lot riding on your entire game. If you'll notice, there is a straight edge. This edge is flat and straight, and that will be your guide marker. If you will look on down, you will see a cross beam. This beam is what we're aiming for. If you land on it, it breaks your fall just enough so that you're able to survive the drop. After you break it once, it does not respawn. So this is kind of a one-shot deal. You have to, it's a make or break, which always makes me extremely nervous. And what you want is your foot, your left foot at the point on the left side of the straight line. And you also want to be facing straight toward the beam. This is sort of what you'll look like right before the drop. And as you can see, I've dropped and did not die. Only took half health. If you miss the beam, you just die every time. And once again, same drop to show you that that wasn't a fluke and isn't that hard or super complicated. You just need to pay attention to what you're doing. And I'm slightly off this time, but this also shows you don't have to be perfect, because I am slightly off and I'm not sure I don't actually hit it in a safer way. But as you can see, it takes me a few minutes to line up, because this makes me very nervous. Once again, one foot in the air, the other near the corner, and we drop and hit again. This saves you 12 to 15,000 souls, and it can easily be done at any time that your vigor has reached 25. This is IFeelsya, because I do.